Hello Sunday Clubbers, I hope you're all well. Thank you for joining me with this lesson today. Today we're going to be looking at Matthew's Gospel and I'm going to read you a passage from my Bible that I was given when I was confirmed 11 years ago. Now this is what it looks like, my Bible. It's lovely. And it's a children's Bible, and what I really love about it is that the language is easy to understand. It's in kind of modern language, and you get these lovely pictures so you can kind of read and imagine what might be going on in the stories. So I've turned to Matthew, and here we go. For only a penny can you buy 2 sparrows, yet not one sparrow falls to the ground without your Father's consent. As for you, even the hairs on your head have all been counted. So do not be afraid. You are worth much more than many sparrows. So I think God is telling us something of our worth, and is trying to tell us that for a penny, now what can we buy for a penny these days? Penny sweet maybe penny sweets are now 5p because everything's more expensive these days. But imagine a penny. Sometimes you can find them walking outside, lying on the pavement. It's kind of, you pick up a penny and it's lucky. But just for imagine, a penny buys you 2 sparrows, 2 live birds. How amazing is that? And if one of those birds should fall to the ground, God knows about it. As for us, He knows the number of hairs on our head. Now that's kind of crazy because I've got a lot of hair, and some people have hair here and coming out their ears, and God knows about them all. So this just really shows how much He cares about us. He cares about this small, tiny bird that's worth half a penny. And imagine us. Okay, so I've also got a lovely book here about birds. And inside I found there are some sparrows. See? Look at these house sparrows. So they're very chatty birds, actually. They make lots of noise in the morning. So maybe in the morning when you hear birds, maybe they're sparrows. And they like to chitter and chatter and they really like living near people, which is kind of cool, I thought. They like building their nests near people, which is really quite friendly, I thought. So our activity today, I thought we could make a bird. It doesn't look much like a sparrow, but you could call it a sparrow, for argument's sake. And here's one I made earlier. And this is how you do it. I've got a plain piece of paper here. It's blue. You can be any colour you want, but I thought blue on a white on white table is pretty tricky, so I've got a plain piece of paper and I need to make a square. So if you don't know how to make a square out of a plain piece of paper, you have to take one of the corners and fold it up to meet the edge. So it's like this. And then you fold this side up. Give it a crease. So this part is the square, and this part we want to tear away. You can use scissors or a ruler, or tear it. Okay, and now we've got this lovely square. I'm going to fold that back in half and place it down to do this bit. I'm going to fold it. Can you see? Ooh. About 2/3 of the way down. So you've got that. And then next, I'm going to fold that pointy edge halfway back up. So it looks like this. It looks a bit like a mountain, doesn't it? And the next bit, I'm going to separate those two bits and bring it down. So you've got another mini square there. Now you've got this, we need to turn it vertically and fold it right down the middle. I'm doing mine on the table because it's a bit fiddly. So you've got that. You can start to see the bird, can't you? You can see where the wings are. You can see where its head is and where its tail is. So here, it's up to you, whichever way. You can fold it this way, you can fold it this way, or straight up. I'm going to fold mine slightly back, like that. I'm going to put it down again, a bit fiddly, like that, and do this exactly the same on the other side. So look, here's our bird coming together. Now this bird, I think, needs a beak. So here, you fold it back once, you fold it in again, so the beak sticks out a bit, like that. And then what you need to do, open it up, unfold it. The first line here, you see the first line, fold it back to the first line, hang on, back to the first line, back out on the second, close her up, and there's her beak. Now I'm going to draw, where's my pen? Draw some eyes on this bird. My sparrow, my blue sparrow. And there we have it. Your sparrow. Now with this one I made earlier, I was thinking of hanging this up, but maybe I might put this one in my prayer space that I've made. And when I look at it, I can think that God cares about this tiny little sparrow. And if God can care about this tiny little sparrow, I can know that God cares for me too. Happy baking, and see you next time. Bye.